Hi, good morning students. Welcome back to the social class. How are you? Did you celebrate your Puja festivals very well? I hope you all enjoyed very well. Okay, let us have some revision on the last class. We have been going through rainfall. How does it rain? How does it rain? How many of you can say before rainfall, certain activities take place on the nature. What activities take place on the nature? The first one is evaporation. What is the meaning of evaporation? Evaporation means the process of water changing into water vapor. The process of water changing into water vapor is called evaporation. When water changes into water vapor, it becomes very light in weight. It is lighter than the air. This water vapor mixes with the air. Which air? The hot air. The water vapor mixes with the hot air, and the hot air also has no weight. So this air rises up into the sky. When this air with the water vapor rises up into the sky, what happens? The water vapor cools down, because up in the sky the temperature is very less. It means that the air cools down, the atmosphere cools down when we go high up into the sky. So when the water vapor reaches very high up into the sky, it cools down. When the water vapor cools down, it again changes into water. So water changes into water vapor at a high temperature. At a high temperature, when the heat is more, the water changes into water vapor. When heat becomes less, when the heat decreases, what happens? It will change again into water. This process of water vapor changing into water again is called a condensation. So evaporation takes place at the ground level. Condensation takes place at the high level. When the water vapor changes into water again, it is like that. It forms into small droplets. Small droplets, very small droplets. And what happens to these droplets? These droplets are formed like this. In the air, dust particles are there. Onto these dust particles only, this water vapor cling to and make the droplets. These small droplets form into a small cloud. The cloud again rises up. Then it cools down more. As we go up, it became cooler and coolest. So when the clouds rise again, it becomes cooler again. Then more condensation takes place. These droplets will become large. When these droplets become large, it cannot hang there because its weight increases more than the weight of air. Then what happens? The droplets which grew into bigger one will begin to fall down. Fall down as rainfall. This is how it rains. So first evaporation, next condensation, Next, formation of clouds. The clouds may change into rainfall in the same place, or the clouds may be carried away by the wind to distant place where the mountains stop them. Then the clouds try to rise again high. When it rises high, what happens? It goes down more, then it falls down as rainfall. This is how rainfall takes place. Now what happens to the water that comes from the rainfall? Rain water, what happens to it? You might have noticed that when it rains, our canals become full, our rivers become full, they flow full. The water is flowing back to the sea again. So the water that came from the sea going back to the sea. The water that went from the rivers coming back to the rivers. The water that went from the lakes coming back to the lakes. Again evaporation. Again evaporation takes place. Again the water vapor rises into the sky. Again cooling, forming clouds, carrying it to the land. There it rains heavily. Again it flows down into the rivers, and through the rivers it goes into ocean. So the water moves in a circle, in a cyclic order. So this movement of the water is called water cycle. Water cycle. Water getting evaporated, rising into the sky, into the hot air, getting cooled, and forming water droplets, and water droplets forming clouds. The clouds again cooling down and falling as rainfall, and the rainwater flowing down to the streams and seas. This is called water cycle. So what is called water cycle? Hi students, look here. Here is the diagram of the water cycle. The picture you can see the sun, the ocean, hills, trees, river, clouds, rain, etc. etc. you can see. First you look here. What is happening here? The heat of the sun heats up the water. When the water heats up, it evaporates, the water changes into water vapor. The picture is water vapor. The water vapor rises into the sky with the hot air. And when it rises into the sky, after reaching high, it becomes cool and forms into clouds. And the land and the sea, if we compare both, in the daytime, the land becomes very hot. As a result, here air is not there, air went up. Air rose into the sky, so here air not there, so the wind, the air from the ocean, here it is cool compared to the land. This wind moves to the land. When the air moves to the land, it carries the clouds also. Clouds are formed by condensation. Condensation means the cooled water vapor changed into water droplets, and water droplets came together and formed clouds. And the clouds, when reached the land, what happens? It becomes cooler. Actually, when it reached here to again tried to rise up. When it tried to rise up, it became cooler and fell down as rain. It is raining here. You can see it is raining here. So what do you see? The water in the ocean evaporated, rose into sky, formed clouds, and these clouds came to the land. There it fell down as rainfall. This is called precipitation. Falling of moisture is called precipitation. And this water from the higher lands flow down and join to the river, and the river carries this water to the ocean again. And all water is not coming through the river back to the ocean. Some water sink down into the ground. Some water is absorbed by the plants and trees. But as evaporation takes place from the ocean, the plants and trees also give out water. So this is when plants and animals also give out water into the atmosphere. This process is called transpiration. We cannot call that process evaporation. Evaporation is a direct change of water into water vapor. But transpiration is a process of leaving water vapor into the air by living things like plants and animals. This also added to the water vapor content in the air. So evaporation and transpiration gives water vapor into the air, and this water vapor rises into the sky and gets cooled and comes to the land and fall down as rainfall. This water again comes to the ocean. Again it heats up, going up, again going to the land, falling down as rainfall, coming back to the ocean. Like that it moves like this, like a cycle. That is why it is called a water cycle. I hope you understood what is meant by water cycle. Okay? Thank you. So in all these processes, we studied certain words. First one is evaporation. What is evaporation? The process of water changing into water vapor. So this process you see here. Here a picture I show you about evaporation. You might have seen such a scene somewhere. So that is evaporation. The next idea is condensation. Condensation means the water changing into the water vapor changing into water again. This you can prove by a simple experiment. Take some ice cubes from the fridge and put the ice cubes into a dry glass, and you can see the outside of the glass. Outside the glass you can see water forming on the outer side of the glass. Where did this water come from? This water came from the air because of the cooling of the ice cube. The air, when touched the glass, the water vapor in the air cooled down and formed into water drops. That is condensation. And next process is precipitation. Precipitation means the falling of moisture. Precipitation means falling of moisture. The moisture in the atmosphere may fall down either as rainfall or as hailstorm or snowfall or forming into ice on the mountain tops, etc. Like that, in different ways, the moisture in the atmosphere will fall down. That is called a precipitation. These four words you have to remember always. And these three, evaporation, condensation and precipitation, causes water cycle. It is not stopping any time. It continuously takes place on the surface of the earth. Now, I said the clouds are carried away to the land by the winds. There are winds on the earth. What are called winds? What are called winds? The horizontal movement of the air is called wind. What is called wind? Horizontal movement of the air is called the wind. How does this happen? On the surface of the earth, in some area, means in all area at the same time, same heat will not be there. The temperature is different at different places. In some area it is very hot, in some area it is very cool. So from the hot regions, the air will heat up and rise into heaven, rise into sky. In the hot regions, what happens? The air heats up, air becomes hot, and it loses its weight, and it rises into sky. When it rises into sky, what happens? It changes into cool air, and this cool air will move to the hot area. When the hot air rises at the bottom down also, when the hot air rises from one area, what happens? In that area there will be no air. So there will be an emptiness. To that emptiness, from the cold area, the air will move very fast. This movement of air is called a wind. The movement of air from a cool place to hot place is called a wind. It happens because in the hot area, the atmospheric pressure is very less. In cold area, atmospheric pressure is very high. So from a high pressure area, the air moves to the low pressure area, and that is called wind. And this cool air which comes to the hot area, what happens to that? It heats up. That air also heats up, rises up, and then other cold winds come inside. This movement takes place. Some winds are moving from one place to one place only, always. Some winds are like that, move to one side and come back to the original side. That kind of movements takes place. If we look into the condition of India, in a particular season, a kind of winds come from the Indian Ocean. From the Indian Ocean, a wind blows towards the mainland of India. From Indian Ocean, two branches of Indian Ocean are Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. From Arabian Sea, we know that in the daytime, in the summertime, the land will be very hot, hotter than the oceans. As a result, what happened? From the seas, from the ocean, the air will move to the land. And we know that in the sea or ocean, more evaporation takes place, more water vapor is there. All these water vapor is carried to the land. As a result, what happens there? It rains there. And we have the monsoon climate, the rainy season, because of that. Okay, you read the lesson, this page, and answer the questions I'll give you to practice. Okay? Wish you all the best.